And howdy y'all, welcome to a very special news break here from the Michigan Wrestling Organization. And of course this is the final report for the 2021 MWO Slam-a-Thon. It's coming up this Saturday with the quickness, ladies and gentlemen, and the excitement is reaching a favorite pitch here in the MWO, and we are so excited to be making our way back to Fremont, Indiana. And it happens this Saturday, June the 26th, beginning at 6 p.m. All the action is free admission. And you are going to see some of the top superstars of the Michigan Wrestling Organization in a truly historic event. But ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the 11th hour, all kinds of breaking news has gone down this week that will have a major effect on this particular event. Now, let's talk about the details. Of course, I just mentioned it at the very top of the program. It goes down this Saturday night, beginning at 6 p.m., June the 26th. The Fremont Middle School in Fremont, Indiana is going to host the first live event in front of fans in over a year and a half, if you can believe it, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going down, and history is certainly going to be made. And of course, the centerpiece of this entire event, something that's going to have a lot of emotions attached to it. It's going to have a lot of action in it. And of course, I'm talking about the rechristened PF Classic. Of course, the 8-man single elimination tournament where the winner will challenge the Michigan Wrestling Organization champion in the main event of WrestleMania 27 on July the 18th. More on that later on. Let's talk about these two huge championship matches that will take place as a part of the 2021 Slam-a-Thon event that goes down this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, the television championship is going to be on the line. Jason the Basher Klaus, not only our CEO here in the MWO, but also the reigning television champion. He will defend his title, and he will step foot in the ring for the first time in his career in the town of Fremont, Indiana. In fact, it's his first match outside the state of Michigan. He will defend the title against former champion, the Raven Reborn, Tyler Dean. And although this is a clash of styles, it will be a hard-fought match between both champion and challenger. Now, earlier this week on MWO social media, we heard from the Basher, and he made no bones about the fact that he will do whatever he has to do in order to retain the TV title. But Tyler Dean is looking for redemption. After losing the championship last year at WrestleMania 26, he now has this huge opportunity, and it goes down this Saturday night. From there, ladies and gentlemen, the Michigan Wrestling Organization Championship will be on the line. The caged animal, that is, the reigning champion, the Alpha Jack Terran, will defend his title against #1 contender, Roberto Cruz. Now, if you were in Fremont in 2019 for the Slam-a-Thon, you know what a huge hit that Roberto Cruz was with the Fremont fans. But that was seemingly a lifetime ago, and a lot has changed since then. Roberto Cruz is a man on a mission, and he has made no bones about the fact that breaking rules to get to where he wants to be, and of course that's the very top here in the MWO, is not out of the question. But do not discount Jack Terran. This is a man who has been chomping at the bit to put his MWO title on the line. He gets that opportunity this Saturday night at Slam-a-Thon against one of the most formidable opponents here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization. Two bulls are going to collide in this one, ladies and gentlemen, and the last man with his hand raised will be the MWO champion, and he will go on to defend that title at WrestleMania 27 against the winner of the PF Classic. Before we get to the tournament, we are going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this break.
The year was 1995, and a new event would begin. that would celebrate sobriety, that would bring family and friends together for an anticipated event. And since then, it has become one of the most attended events in the area. That was 27 years ago. But also in that time, another event would begin its lineage. And now the Michigan Wrestling Organization brings its biggest event of the year for the first time ever to Soberfest. And it happens on Sunday, July the 18th. Live from the Union City Ball Fields in Flint, Michigan. The brightest stars of the MWO will step onto its biggest stage for what will truly be a historic event. The Michigan Wrestling Organization proudly presents WrestleRama 27. And the action is absolutely live and free for fans of all ages. On July the 18th, beginning at 3 p.m. from the Union City Ball Fields in Flint, Michigan. For more information, visit MWOonline.net.
And welcome back to the MWO Slam-a-Thon report. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't be more excited to get to WrestleRama 27, but before that happens, our big return live event in front of some great fans of the Michigan Wrestling Organization, that goes down this Saturday, June the 26th, as Slam-a-Thon once again invades the Fremont Middle School in Fremont, Indiana. This is free admission for fans of all ages, and that is thanks to our great sponsors, the Eagles One Stop and the DQ Grill and Chill. Now, I don't know about y'all, but during the summer months, there's nothing that really hits the spot more than a delicious blizzard. But be that as it may, those fine folks and also the good people over there at the Eagles One Stop have been very kind in rolling out the red carpet for the Michigan Wrestling Organization. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there will be concessions available for purchase, and proceeds from the concession stands will benefit the Fremont Athletic Department. Now, let's talk about this huge tournament. It is the centerpiece of this entire event. The PF Classic, the Pure Fury Jeff Klaus Memorial Tournament, is at the forefront here, and 8 superstars will be granted access to this tournament in quarterfinal matches. However, a lot of changes have been taking place here in the last few days. 2 of the big names that were originally scheduled to be a part of the PF Classic, for one reason or the other, have been forced to pull out of the competition. Now, what does that mean? That means that 2 other superstars who may have been on the outside looking in and were counting on stamping their own ticket to the finals of the tournament by winning the wild card battle royal that will take place as a part of Slam-a-Thon, they will now have an opportunity to take those vacant places. And let's talk about the two stars that have been forced to pull out of the PF Classic. Of course, it broke late last week. MWO Hall of Famer Jason Platinum, unfortunately unable to participate in the PF Classic. He was set to go one-on-one with fellow Hall of Famer ex-convict in a quarterfinal match. That unfortunately is not going to happen at this point. So who is going to take Jason Platinum's place? Also, we have since learned, and this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, that Caesar Asher, who was on the road to return here to the MWO, he was paired up with the mighty Bojack in the first round of the PF Classic. Unfortunately, he has informed MWO officials that he is indeed unable to participate as a part of the PF Classic. But, as sad as that is, with the absences of both Platinum and Asher, that opens the door of opportunity for a number of other big-name stars here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization. The door of opportunity is knocking, folks, and it's just a matter of who is going to answer it. So let's look at the remaining quarterfinal matches of this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned it that it would be ex-convicts going one-on-one with Jason Platinum. Obviously, with Platinum out, we now await who is going to take Platinum's place to take on the former Triple Crown champion. Big Blackwell, ladies and gentlemen, arguably one of the most powerful superstars in the Michigan Wrestling Organization. He has drawn as his first round opponent, no pushover by any stretch of the imagination, in the form of the MWO Great Lakes champion, the Barefoot Bruiser, Victor Cross. Two big bulls are going to clash in this one, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope that they have reinforced the ring for this one. But you got to believe that Blackwell and Cross, whoever advances to the semifinals, could be the odds-on favorite to stamp their ticket to WrestleRama 27 and a shot at the MWO Championship. From there, talking about the MWO Championship, let's talk about former champion Jeremiah J. Hughes. One of the most promising stars we have here in the MWO. He will be opposed by DJ Edwards. Now, DJ Edwards could be the sleeper of the tournament. This is the guy that's getting overlooked. But make no mistake about it, in terms of toughness, DJ Edwards does not have to take a backseat to anybody here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization. Of course, he's been primarily featured, and he is known as a tag team specialist with his longtime partner, Loco. However, here, in a one-on-one environment, this could be the coming out party for one DJ Edwards. And of course, rounding out the first round, ladies and gentlemen, Caesar Asher is out. Who will take on the mighty Bojack as the last of the quarterfinal matches of the PF Classic? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that big wild card battle royal where the last superstar remaining will join the two finalists from the tournament bracket for a triple threat finals to determine the #1 contender to the Michigan Wrestling Organization Championship, and who will challenge that title holder on July the 18th as a part of WrestleRama 27. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly encourage you, we invite you, we want you to be a part of MWO history this Saturday, the 26th of June, 6 p.m. Doors are going to open at 5:15. You will have a host of concessions available: hot dogs, drinks, chips, this type of thing. MWO Superstar merchandise will also be for sale. But ladies and gentlemen, make no bones about it, it's just a 2.5-hour drive out of Flint, Michigan, where the majority of our MWO fans are centered. It is certainly worth the drive to come to the fine town of Fremont, Indiana, for this incredibly emotional and incredibly historic event. History's going to be made, folks. You want to be a part of it. And then once again, it goes down free admission, thanks to our sponsors. Once again, the Eagles One Stop and the DQ Grill and Chill. Now, this Saturday night, June the 26th, 6 p.m., Fremont Middle School in Fremont, Indiana. Make your plans to be a part of MWO history, and for the latest breaking news, stay tuned to our social media outlets on Facebook and Twitter at MWO Wrestling, or at our official website, MWOonline.net. For all of us here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization, I am your old buddy Hal, and we will see you this Saturday live and in living color in Fremont, Indiana. That's going to be a truly historic Slam-a-Thon.